All right. First and foremost, we give all praises, honor, and glory unto the Most High God, Yahweh. We do so in the name of His only begotten Son, who the world calls Christ, Yahweh Shai. It's Brother Chief Priest Al-Azhar Baloye, the Guerrilla Hebrew.
Mr. Priest Assad.
And we're back live. We are back live. All right, so well, again, all praise to Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai. We back at y'all with a Chronicles class. I want to go over something real quick. The initial plan for the Viva YASHARAHLA series was to do one a week for 6 weeks. I was so excited about it that I said, screw it, we're going to do 2 a week for 3 weeks. The final of the 6 presentations I don't have done yet in the spirit, so we're going to have it next Monday, Most High will. As initially planned, kind of spacing out every week. So we're going to do our regular Chronicles class on Tuesday night. We kind of preempted it to just do the Viva YASHARAHLA because, the information is so important and impactful through the spirit and power of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai, especially in this current climate with a lot of the nonsense, emotions, rhetoric, and different things happening. A lot of people are narrative pushers. I'm going to say that. That's what I want to deal with. Narrative pushing. You need to get the red book. And there's a counselor. You mean that there's a counselor that counsel for himself? That's the scripture I need, man. Because that goes into narrative pushing. And I'm not going to limit it to one subject. Before we get into this, as y'all can see the flyer here, 13th MASHARAH YASHARAHLA Hebrew Summit going down in Chicago, Illinois, from July 11th to the 14th this year, 2019, is going down. Hope to see y'all there in the Chicago area. It's going to be powerful. All kind of madness going on there in Chicago. Shootings as usual. Violence. Our people dying. A lot of kidnappings, disappearances, things of that nature. So it's very important through the spirit and power of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai that we go there and let our light shine. Big up to the Sicarii Chicago camp headed by Officer Tazapanya. That camp is growing rapidly through the spirit and power of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai. We give all thanks and praise for that. And all other brothers that are on the streets there in Chicago doing the work, calling those out of darkness into the marvelous light of the Most High Yahweh. Okay, to the law, statutes, commandments, and faith. Salute to all the brothers who are on the streets doing that. You got the scripture I need?
Yeah.
All right, so go ahead.
Sirach chapter 37 and verse 7.
Every
counselor extolleth counsel.
Every counselor extolleth counsel. Every counselor will portray himself to you or herself to you as if their advice is the soundest and best. Right? Read on.
It says, but there is some that counseleth for himself.
There are some that counseleth for himself. There are certain people that will advise you or tell you things to further their own agenda and or narrative. There are certainly people that exist like that. Narrative pushing. You got to be careful and you got to take things with a grain of salt. All right? You got to take things with a grain of salt. People got to understand that, man. Things are not always what they seem. You have people who give you very one-sided information. That happens a lot. One-sided information. And the one-sided information is presented to push narrative. All right? I'm going to talk about a few of those things. Right? I want to talk about some narratives that are being pushed for the purpose of misinformation, for the purpose of being facetious, misleading, things of that nature, right? There are certainly some major examples of that going on. There's more on that, so I can go ahead.
It says, but there's some that counsel for himself.
There's some that what?
Counsel for himself.
For themselves, for their own cause, for their own agenda, right? Read on.
Beware of a counselor, and know before what need he has.
So before you listen to somebody, know what and understand what their own personal agenda and convictions are, and the narrative that they're pushing is, before you take counsel of them. Before you listen to them, understand what their aim is and where they're at. It's important to understand that. Very important to understand that. Because if you understand that, you may not be so susceptible to them finessing you out of your thoughts through their narrative that they're pushing. Go ahead.
It says, for he will counsel for himself, lest he cast the lot upon thee.
That's right. He will counsel for himself. So what he's doing is pushing a narrative for himself to get over on you, right? So go ahead.
Verse 9. And say unto thee, thy way is good. And afterward he stand on the other side to see what shall befall thee.
To the other side to see what shall befall thee. So he's just essentially setting you up for failure. That's what that means, biblically, right? So I want to show y'all something, right? It's a lot of misinformation that's going out, and people aren't factoring in. So a lot of people saw a video that went viral of a group of Mexicans attacking a black boy at high school. High school students attacking other high school students, right? So people are utilizing that to try to push their narrative against the people of Mexico being Israelites because of an incident that occurred, a very common incident that occurs in the city of Long Beach, in the high schools of Long Beach. And it happens, it goes both ways, right? But when people push a narrative, they only show you Mexicans attacking blacks. They don't show you the other way, right? The other things that occur. And why don't they? Because they're disingenuous and they're pushing a narrative, right? So let me show you this. Right? Well, let me show you this, right? Can y'all see this full screen? Let me see.
There might be a lag, but
Should be a little bit of a lag. Go a little bit behind. Okay.
can we see? They should be able to.
Let's see. Here's.
No, they can't see it.
Okay, Salakia. All right, y'all can't see a full screen. So here I am. All right. So I want y'all to watch this, right? Y'all, a lot of y'all seen the video of the group of Mexicans attack the black kid. Let's watch this.
Nigga, quit playing with the homies, nigga. Man, say, nigga. What's up, nigga?
So here this dude is out with a woman and a child, right? He's out with a woman and a child going to the store to retrieve, daily necessities, right? Here is a group of black youths. Look, hit him, punch him around the girl. So probably the girl was affected by this. Look, here we see 1, 2, 3, 4 brothers. Actually 5. 5.
Fuck y'all goes, nigga. Fuck y'all goes, nigga. Fuck y'all goes, nigga. Fuck y'all goes, nigga.
See that? So here's the thing, right? if you guys heard them earlier, right, or in one part of the video, they're continually chanting "fuck Chongos," right? So Chongos is the disrespectful phrase for the Longos gang, because what you guys have to understand is what's going on in Long Beach is a gang war between various Crip gangs and the Mexican gang, the Sereno gang, known as the Longos. There are other Mexicans in Long Beach, other gangs of Mexicans in Long Beach that also have problems with the Longos. No one talks about that. They don't have problems with Crips, but they do have problems with the Longos. No one highlights that. But the Longos happen to be the biggest gang in Long Beach, period. They cover all over the city of Long Beach. And you got North Side Longo, East Side Longo, West Side Longo, etc. So they're going. He's saying over and over, "Fuck Chongos," right? Disrespect. But then, if you remember in the beginning, if we see here, what's said here? He says it. Fuck Mexicans. See that? So just as you can point out seemingly racially motivated attacks by Mexicans on blacks, you can do the same thing vice versa. Do you know who I don't see black or Mexicans attacking while saying racial slurs? White people. What does that let me know? That lets me know that these people are Israelites. Because we are constantly, according to the Bible, attacking each other, ourselves, but never attacking our true and open enemy. Right? But again, what goes viral is, oh, these 4 Mexican kids jumped this black boy. This isn't going viral. This Mexican kid who was minding his business, walking with his girl and a child in a stroller, I don't know if it's his girl's little brother or his child or what, gets jumped by 5 black kids. But why don't you see this? Because the people who are showing you the other one are pushing a narrative. It's a narrative. You see what I'm saying? That's all it is. So it's one thing, but see, we have to understand why this happened and how Long Beach got here. Nobody wants to talk about how Long Beach got here. Long Beach, as far as the black side is concerned, is a unique city. Why is it a unique city? For those of y'all that don't know, Long Beach, my city full of all Crips. Not my city, but that's a rap lyric. I'm not from Long Beach. But it's full of all Crips. There's not a blood gang in Long Beach. So because there's a lack of bloods, what occurs in Long Beach is a lot of Crip on Crip beef, as well as a lot of Crip and Mexican beef, because there's a lack of typical opposition. Okay? That's partially how Long Beach got to where it is. But sometimes what will occur is if you have 2 groups beefing, but they are seemingly, according to the classifications of the white man, different races, there will be an element that gets involved that surrounds that. There's a lot of interesting dynamics when you deal with black and Mexican conflict in Southern California. Also, I see the soldier Zayas. Who else is from what other Northern California Akim soldiers, officer, Ayash, or any of y'all in the chat? If y'all are, please identify yourself real quick to my Northern California Akim. Because there's something that's never ever spoken about. Shout out Devian Decali down. What side you live on the east side, bro? The Longos are taking orders from a female. That's crazy. That's really crazy. If the Longos are getting shots called by an emotional woman, that's never good. Yeah, see, San Antonio, that's what I'm getting at. Because in the Bay Area, the Norteños, it's not like that, right? So understanding that it's not like that with the Nortes, and it's not like that with a lot of Serenos either, but it is in jail. Right? Yeah, a lot of gangs in Chicago was mixed. Of course. Because they, like the California politic, you're dealing with black, Sereno, Norteño, white, Paisa, and other. That's what you're dealing with in California prisons, right? And it's typically Serenos, Paisas, and the whites, and then you have blacks and the Norteños, and then you have the others. That's usually what it is. So, but in Northern California, the Nortes don't really have no problems with the blacks, right? With the black gangs and black people in general, right? No, like you said, Norteños really, they just beef with the Southsiders. So, but people will highlight Southsiders and certain things the Southsiders do and act like the actions of Sureños speaks for all Mexicans everywhere. You have parts of this country where there are no Sureños at all, or Sureños are not predominant. But people want to take these incidents and isolate them and make them a normal that they aren't. For what? For the purpose of pushing a narrative. Blackjack, man, you got to chill out. You got to chill out. We're not disrespecting any gangs in here. We love all our Sureños, all our Norteños, our Latin Kings, Crips, Bloods, Gangster Disciples. We love all our people, period. Exactly, to go against Pisces and Southsiders. That's my point. Shalom, Mimi Dawn. That's my point. So we can't isolate things. We can't act like everything is just one way. Everything is all ways. Why? Because we're just a mixed up and confused people who have been destroyed on every level, as blacks, as Latinos, as Native Americans. Right? So we understand that. So you got something?
Yeah, I'm holding a few precepts.
Okay, yeah. Go ahead, just get the precept. But let me just say this real quick in closing. Yeah, the politic in Chicago is folks and people. So when you deal with folks and people, you got blacks and Hispanics that go on either side, so they're riding together, right? You got you got the SDs and the GDs and the MLDs, Latin Eagles. They gonna go with the folks, and you got the Latin Kings and the Vice Lords and the BPS. They're going to go with the people. So you're going to have blacks and Hispanics together on either side going against other blacks and Hispanics. Either way, it's all BS. It's all divide and conquer. It's all BS. Right? And that's what we got to understand. Really, none of the beefs in Southern California between black and Mexican that do exist none of them are racially motivated. They all are motivated by something else. But sometimes a racial element plays a factor. We don't see it all the time, but we see it sometimes. The media has went out of their way to try to push the Florencia 13 and East Coast conflict as a racial conflict when it's not a racial conflict. The East Coast Crips pulled a substantial jack move. Right? On the Florencia 13s, and that's why war was declared. Not because they don't like black people, because Florencia 13 has plenty of black allies. Florencia 13 is cool with all the Bloods on the east side, namely the Swans, the Brims, things that they're cool with these people, right? But they just don't like the East Coasters. Why don't they like the East Coasters? Again, because the East Coasters robbed them. But the media plays it. In Compton, Mexicans are not killing up black guys. You have what? Probably TF, 7-0. There's a couple of Mexican black conflicts, but all the conflicts in California, in Compton, are Crip on Crip and Piru on Piru and Mexican on Mexican. Those are the predominant conflicts in Compton. In Compton, the Mexicans are killing up the black guys. I would love to. Where is that at?
Yeah.
I was just in Compton. I was just in Long Beach. Within the last 2-3 months, I've been to Compton and Long Beach. You feel me? Zayaza, where you from? I know you're out in Virginia right now. Soldier, where you from originally, King? I didn't know you was out from the West. Right? Yeah, well, Chicago is an extremely segregated city. Yeah, Sean, like you said, that's the pen politic. That's the pen politic. And that's where a lot of stuff go on, because the average Sureño on the street is killing another Sureño. They really don't see unity until they come together in the pen. So there's a pen politic and then there's a street politic, right? Yeah, like I said, Compton is like predominantly the Pirus knocking each other down and the Crips knocking each other down. That's what's going on in Compton, right? So give me the precepts.
Okay, this is Zechariah 11:14. Then I cut asunder mine other staff, even bands, that I might break the brotherhood between Judah and Israel.
That I might break the brotherhood between Mimi. Where you from in Compton? That I might break the brotherhood between Judah and Israel. So the brotherhood between the two kingdoms have been broken. Also Judah, the tribe of Judah. I'm gonna just say it straight. Judah be playing victim a lot. Judah loves to go, like she just said, the Mexicans are killing up the blacks. Are the blacks killing up the Mexicans too? Judah loves to play victim. Judah's the king, and they're also the king of throwing rocks and hiding their hands sometimes. You see what I'm saying? And I know this for a fact because you did it to Haitians, you did it to Mexicans, you did it. The Mexicans then in turn went and did it to Central Americans. It's an ongoing vicious cycle between blacks and Hispanics that we do to one another all the time. When Haitians came to this country, the tribe of Judah. So you're from 136th? Okay, she's from the West. When did you last move? And what Mexican gang is the West in conflict with? I would love to know. Go, you had something?
Yeah, this is just an example of like Chief Priest was bringing out. The tribe of Judah is a really, I'm not going to say that they're that they are the only ones that are to blame in this case, but they are certainly the source of the problem in a lot of instances. And this is something that goes back during the time of us being in the land together. Okay, and part of the reason why we got separated was because of how wicked to the Southern Kingdom was.
That's right. Yeah, let's go into that history. Let's go into that.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
This is 1 Kings chapter 12. Okay. Where should I start? Okay. I'm gonna start at verse 3. It says that they sent and called him, and Jeroboam and all the congregation of Israel came and spake unto Rehoboam. This is son of Solomon. It says, they spake unto Rehoboam, saying, Thy father made our yoke grievous. Now therefore make thou the grievous service of thy father, and his heavy yoke which he laid upon us lighter.
So basically, Solomon was oppressing the northern kingdom. As Solomon grew old and became wicked, when he started to deal with idolatry, he began to oppress the northern kingdom. This happened. So this Ephraimite brother who the Lord raised up asked the son of Solomon at the beginning of his reign, look, lighten the load and the oppression that you're... He didn't even say not oppress us.
Yeah,
he just said oppress us less than your pops did.
Yeah.
Right? Go ahead.
And I just want to say something too, because, from all the violence and hatred that the Southern Kingdom displays towards the Northern Kingdom, we still see the Northern Kingdom love the Southern Kingdom for the most part. Like you'll have a Mexican, and it's crazy because you said it, and I thought in my head that's exactly right. You'll have a Mexican who claims he just hates black people, but he'll have a poster of Tupac and Kobe Bryant or something like that.
That's right. And call his boys nigga too.
Yeah, exactly. So they still have that love towards us. It's just that the Southern Kingdom, okay, the tribe of Judah. Okay, because Levi, we love all of our
Hispanic brothers.
Okay, Benjamin says to Judah, the tribe of Judah oppresses everybody.
That's true.
They oppress every single other tribe.
And that's the two-edged sword to being the king, having the king mentality, is being the leaders, the appointed leaders of the nation of Israel. Judah might be the most oppressed overall, dealing with white supremacy. No, Judah is certainly not the most oppressed overall. Leave the United States of America and you'll figure that out.
Yeah.
If we're talking about mental programming, yes, I could say that. But as far as like physical oppression, not a chance. But mental, because you have to live here and deal with the psychological program, and they go out of their way to psychologically program. A psychological program elsewhere is a lot easier to identify. So psychologically, Judah, I would say Judah's oppressed the most, but physically, without question, Judah's oppressed the least physically. All right, because Judah lives in a first world country, and all the other tribes live in third world countries, including the Gadites that live on reservations. So that's just for the record. It's not all of any of our faults. We have to deal with the root cause of the issue. And the root cause of the issue, because we function as crabs in buckets, the question is, the root cause of solving the crab in the bucket mentality is what? Who put the crabs in the buckets? Who put the crabs in the buckets. All right. Skin color oppression and hair oppression is worse in the Dominican Republic than it is anywhere in the world. Okay. What you have to understand is amongst, especially the Dominicans, there is a saying called, what's the saying? It's called
anti-Haitianism.
No, not anti-Haitianism. It's called improve the race. That's what it translates to. Improve the race, right? Improve the race means it's your job and your goal to go out of your way to procreate with somebody lighter than you, so your children have a better chance of being lighter. That's the philosophy they have in the Dominican Republic. All right. So as far as if you're talking about skin color and hair, Simeon got it the worst, hands down. But overall, Judah's psychological oppression is the worst. But as far as, again, physical oppression, it's the least. Okay. But we're not going to have a pissing contest on who's the most oppressed.
Right.
We're the Israelites. We're all oppressed. We're all going through hell by the collective enemy of Esau and his cohorts, as defined in Psalms the 83rd chapter. The wicked counsel and confederacy against us. So this is what we have to understand. This is what we have to bear witness to, and this is how we have to begin to move. We cannot allow people with agendas and emotions who suffer from denialism and cognitive dissonance dictate to us anything with propaganda and with narrative pushing. We can't. Right? So go ahead.
Yeah. Anyway.
Yeah. Well, Brandy, you're exactly right. They're very humble, and they look out for each other first. And every tribe looks out for each other first, except Judah.
Exactly.
Because that goes into the psychological oppression that Judah is going through. Every tribe look out for them. You go to Jamaica, Jamaicans look out for each other. Haitians look out for each other. Mexicans, El Salvador, they look out for each other. You know who does never look out for each other is Judah. Right? Gad's got it really bad. Gad's got it really, really bad. But it's not so much psychological. It's got a lot to do with the physical. Well, that's again, that's up for that's you have to understand, when you cross that border and you go to a third world country, you can't talk about the conditions that you went through were worse. What happened outside of the continental U.S. was a lot worse than what happened inside the continental U.S. as far as conditionally. That's why I said Judah, mentally, y'all got it worse. Yeah. But when we're talking about physicality, you want to talk about hangings? In the 1900s, Haitians were getting crucified by the United States Marine Corps. Yep. Crucifixions. You see what I'm saying? It's a little bit different. Go ahead. You have something?
I don't want to keep harping on this because this is, listen, like the brother brought out, we all go through hell. We're all getting oppressed. We're all getting murdered. But I just want to say one final thing in closing. Judah, y'all got to realize you live in Babylon, the glory of kingdoms. That's right. You live on the most powerful nation, and you live in the most powerful nation on the face of the planet Earth right now. You go outside of this country in Central and South America, you're going to go through countries that are just poverty-stricken.
Yeah, and you'll be and because you're American, you'll be treated like a white man when you get to those countries.
Exactly.
Just because you're American, black, you can be black as you want to be, but if you're American, you'll get treated like a white man in them countries.
Period. You live in the Babylon, the glory of kingdoms. You read about she decked herself with purple. This is the most popular country, the most loved, also well hated. But in terms of like influence, and you guys live it the best out of every tribe. Period. That's right. It's not even up for debate. But I don't even want to harp on that. I'm gonna go back to 1 Kings 12.
Because we got to understand the root. A lot of people want to look at effects, and they don't want to look at cause. Right? Jeremiah P. Street, that's Leviticus, the 10th chapter, King. We got to look at the cause, the root cause of all this stuff, right? So, read on. Exactly, Richard Velez. Come on. It's not even comparable. All right? A lot of y'all ain't been. I've been to Mexico, right? You know what you smell when you go to Mexico? You smell the sewer everywhere. You see what I'm saying? A lot of people don't know what that's like. To smell the sewer everywhere. You see what I'm saying? Just it's little things like that. It's little small things like that that you take for granted that the other tribes that don't live in Babylon have. I'm talking about on a physical level now. On a physical level. In Haiti, people with money only have electricity for 3 hours a day right now. 3 hours. Right? I'm going to cape for all 12 tribes of Israel. Mimi Doll, you have Ados in your name. Ados separates American black people from the Caribbean and elsewhere. Ados is a very problematic doctrine that's narrative pushing, that's trying to infiltrate black people now and divide the Caribbean black man from the American black man. So I'm going to cape for all 12 tribes, and anybody that has a problem with it can get off of this live stream. I personally don't care.
There's just such a
Go ahead.
There's just such a double standard with the tribe of Judah. That's why no other tribe even likes to. Judah always want to complain about like that Ados movement, like, well, black people in America, we just can't come together, and that's why we got started. Y'all can't come together in America is because y'all vex every other tribe. That's why Jamaicans hang out with Jamaicans, and Haitians, we hang out with Haitians. But guess what? We can actually come and collaborate amongst each other a lot of times. But Judah, no tribe is you oppress every damn body, and then you, like the brother brought out, you throw a rock and damn hide your hand, act like you didn't do a damn thing.
The kings of that stuff. The kings are throwing rocks and hiding your hands.
Yeah, Judah,
that's why Judah got to get checked.
Yeah, you do.
I'm not afraid to check Judah because I grew up with you niggas, so I know you can't tell me nothing.
Yeah, and we're the priests.
Yeah, we're the priests. I'm gonna check anybody. Yeah, no. Tombs. Ados is Judites acting like they're white people.
Yeah, that's right.
It's Judites espousing Donald Trump's rhetoric towards Mexicans, towards Haitians and Jamaicans. That's what Ados is. Let's just keep it a buck on what Ados is about.
Huh.
You see what I'm saying? But like you said, Richard Velez, it ain't even about competing over who has it the worst, but Judah loved to do that. Right? But like K. Thomas said, it's just the curses. It's all the curses. This is what we're under, right? All of this conversation is the curses. It's proving who the Israelites are, right? And that's why it's so important that we come back to the law, statutes, commandments, because it's the only way we can actually effectively combat any of this and be born again. It's through that, man. Right? Trey Caleb. When Mexicans first started migrating to Southern California, what happened? Don't worry. Don't worry. Well, yeah, a lot of it has to do with because of a number thing, San Antonio, for sure. But I'm going to show y'all something. Watch this. Everybody want to come to America. Why? Because it's the damn golden city. Watch this.
Yeah, Babylon has been a golden cup in the Lord's hand.
You see what I'm saying? Watch this. Show y'all what time it is. 4:30. Which one did I share? I think it was 4:30. Let me see.
Some drugs was confiscated
with F-13. When the 2000 rolled around, how did the beef with F-13 and the East Coast begin?
From my understanding, it was due to some drugs.
So why did this gang beef start? Is it racial related? It was due to drugs. Watch this.
Some drugs was confiscated, took it, mobility, jacked, however it was going down. But also, when it happened, it wasn't nothing going on. I think it was some call from up in one of them joints.
See that? There was nothing going on. There was no problems, beef. Then somebody robbed somebody, and the call came down that something had to be done about it. We ain't just gonna lay down and let niggas take our stuff, right? Now watch this.
Yeah, from what that was the room.
East Coast.
Oh yeah, that's the number one. That was one of.
Call people and squash it without.
Light was on from side. Yeah, one of my homegirls took us to this assassins. No, me, I was drinking. During that time, you can walk through the neighborhood.
Watch this.
Your head up high, proud, nothing. Like, it wasn't nothing. I used to get a lot of
See that? He said before that it was no problems. You could walk around and not worry about the Mexican and black conflict.
from Florence named Taco, they called Buck, that looked just like me. B-L-I-L. But in our time, when there wasn't no Florence over there, like, was it Florence's?
The 6'9" assassin.
98, somewhere around. Yeah, I seen that too. I would have to say the dominance of us doing those, it was, you had that to.
Hold on, there's a point I'm looking for,
You know, East Coast against Florence. Asianos, Ace, oh, yeah, some of them.
So I know they gotta be like, damn, what's going on?
You know, they respected Quake all day. Yeah.
I'm about to start.
You think that have anything to do with
It played.
Do you
Hold on. Wait. Well, hold on. Is Mimi Doll still there? Hold on. Mimi Doll, wasn't you claiming to be Haitian last week? You was Haitian last week. Now you Ados? Ados is against Haitians. You do know that, right? Mimi Doll been saying she's Haitian for months. Hold on. Something's up. You can't be Haitian and Ados. That's impossible, literally. Ados is anti-Haitian rhetoric.
Any anti-Hispanic rhetoric, you will be banned from the page.
Yeah,
immediately.
Yeah. And go
No
watch
hesitation.
and go watch Viva Yasharahla and debunk it for me while you're at it, please.
And cry yourself to sleep when you figure out you can't do it. Genius.
Am I bugging?
She said no, not her.
Not her?
No, she said it wasn't her.
Okay, I could be bugging, sis. So like if I am, if I'm misquoting you, would you ask me that, Turner?
Mexicans have their own country.
Haitians have their own country. Jamaicans have their own country.
I hate that argument.
Nigerians have their own
So
country.
Stupid, bro.
Ghanaians have their own country. Point. Love a point. I'm just telling you, Judah man is serial victim, bro.
That's not, I can't stand that. That's just so annoying, bro. They have their own country. Would you want to live there?
Yeah. Why don't you go live there? Have
then.
you been there? I'm not talking about the tourist part. I'm talking about like the actual, like up into Mexico, like the parts where they tell you don't go. I've been up in there.
Yeah.
I've been all up in that Mexico. All right. Let me tell you something. You niggas, man.
You would want to go right back to.
You wouldn't even get on the freeway.
Yeah. Let me tell you,
that freeway is
Let me
treacherous.
say this too, and Judah, you guys can feel any type of way you want to. This is the truth. I guarantee it. The worst hood in America is like a damn, like an estate. Like is it comparable to a place with a white picket fence to City Soleil? Okay.
No, yeah, that's a fact.
Period.
No, let me
Period.
show 'em.
You niggas in America, you niggas in America that have no idea what true poverty in the sense that the Northern Kingdom goes through. Yeah, try living there.
This how we living. You feel me?
Yeah, have fun.
Yeah, I want you to show me your damn project building that's messing with this. Look, little boy ain't even got Pampers.
This dude's gone, man.
Who?
This Nat Turner.
What he said?
I'd trade places with Mexico. Get the hell out of here, man.
All right, well,
Yeah,
okay,
sure
well,
would.
let's find out. Look at this. Hold on. Look at this. This is how we living, my nigga. Oh, watch this. Look at this. See that pig? There's a pig just wandering around. Look at this.
Well, look at all the trash.
The whole place is trash. You feel me? That's how we coming. And guess what? We doing it with a smile on our face too. Eating mud cakes.
Yep.
With a smile on our face. Watch this.
You know what? You know what? When you look up City Soleil, you know what? You can't see it. Like, click right here, real quick. Second thing that comes up, slums.
Wow. You ever heard of the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air? Haven't you ever been to Haiti, nigga? Haiti, Bel-Air. Y'all got police, right? We got United Nations.
United Nations tanks going down the streets.
Look at this.
Come on, man.
Look at that. You see that? This is how we coming, my nigga. Judah got to get this wake up call, man. Yeah, he's a nigga wake up call. Look at that. It's Mexico. Look at it's Mexico.
Yeah, you trade places like with that right there.
You're a liar.
You're a liar.
You're a liar.
Or you're just an idiot.
One or two.
Or I wouldn't be surprised if it's both.
Look at this. This is how you want to live like this, bro? For sure. You're a liar, nigga. Let's be serious. Let's be serious, bro. Look at Juarez. This is Juarez.
You don't want to live there. Get the hell out of here. That looks like whoever seen that movie District. You ever seen the movie District 9?
Yeah.
That looks like where the aliens live. Look up District 9. Watch District 9 slums. Look. Watch. Tell me online. It's the same thing. It's the same thing.
Mexico.
It's the same thing.
Haiti.
Thwada, Melina show.
Yeah, but you see what I'm saying? But this is the point, man. Right? This is the point.
That looks like Skid Row, Mimi says.
Skid Row? Skid Row is a few blocks where homeless people live. Right? And guess what you can do in Skid Row? You can go beg rich people for money. I don't know who you're going to beg this. How many people live in Skid Row?
Broke people for money.
Hey, how many people live in Skid Row? A fraction of the people who are living in these conditions in Mexico and Haiti right now. Right now. Come on, my nigga. Y'all is crazy. Watch this. Watch this. That's how we living, my nigga.
Yeah. Judah get the damn ice cream. And this, again...
You got an ice cream, man. We got mud.
It's not like we're not trying to like brag about who's going through the worst, but Judah, you start this type of stuff. You start Yeah,
you forced my hand, man.
Exactly. So don't start complaining about it now. Now that you've been proven to be wrong and a liar, why don't you just apologize? What are we talking about this? Because y'all brought it up. What you mean, why?
Listen, I've been to Skid Row. I taught the Bible in Skid Row. And Mexico is a lot worse than Skid Row. Didn't let the Reyes. Watch this.
The tribe of God is finished on
watch
the reservation.
This. Navajo. Y'all don't remember? Watch this. Akon. Ghetto. Video. Slum. Look at where is it at, man? Where he had the Gadites. Where was it at?
Not this one.
Look at this. This is where the Gadites is. Hold on. See, it's okay.
Yeah, we understand all tribes have it bad. That's what we're saying.
Yeah, that's what
all tribes have it
that's
bad.
what we're saying. But the issue is when Judah acts like they're going through something worse than somebody else. That's the problem, bro. Not nothing else. Yeah, that's not the Navajo. Where is the Navajo at? Here we go. You know, look at that. Look, that's just a plywood house.
No, that's it, bro. In the desert of New Mexico.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
there's no air conditioning.
That's how they live. Look at that. That's Puerto Rico. Navajo Nation. Oh my God. That's a mound.
That looks like the damn. Remember in Star Wars, you know what I'm talking about though? Where Luke Skywalker's adopted family lives. That looks like where it lives. That's watch. Luke Skywalker's house, bro. I'm telling you.
See what I'm saying, bro? Like, come on, my nigga. I'll take them gentrified projects. They got them new apartments up in there. Oh, it does. It does. Luke Skywalker's house.
A little damn mud hut, man.
Mexican population.
It's something that we created about it.
Hold on, watch this.
And due to, people say, oh, Fine Iron got their hood to First Street got their hood to, that's not true. Because if you think we created.
This is something that we created or something that was going to happen due to the swelling of the Mexican population.
It's something that we created.
This is
What?
stories.
What now? What now?
Here comes Judah.
Where's Judah?
Man, we love the
Crybaby
tribe
Judah?
of Judah, man. Okay, I promise we're not just trying to hear and just throw shade at
Hold on,
Judah.
where's Judah's? Okay. Just I gotta get on you. I gotta get on you. Judah, get over it. All right, I'm gonna get on you. All right.
Don't start nothing. It wouldn't be nothing.
It won't be nothing, man. San Antonio, again, you're right. We can't go days without seeing Esau, and that's why I said on a psychological level, Judah has it worse because y'all live in the neck of your enemies. But because you live in the neck of your enemies, there are physical conditions and perks that y'all get. Okay, that's all I'm saying.
Darren, they're gonna say yes. They're gonna say yes in a heartbeat.
They're gonna say yes every day. They literally risk their lives to come and live in your hood. They'll risk their whole life. Will you risk your life to live in their tin shack?
Yeah, if it's so good, if it's so great.
Anybody talking about the chakras? You gotta chill out with this chakra talk.
If it's so great in Mexico, why are they coming here, like the brother said, risking their lives, abandoning everything?
CD cartel members that could take their money and kill them or leave them in the middle of the desert at risk of that.
You sound insane. I really want y'all to know how ridiculous you sound.
See, that's the problem though. Judah oftentimes can't see nothing but their nose.
Judah don't get no perks.
Judah don't get no perks.
You're an American. What do you mean you don't get perks? You're an American.
The dude who said that is a store owner in a major city in America, right? Judah don't get no perks. Brother, stop it. Quit it now. Judah has a living condition that is light years ahead of every other tribe. Crystal Williams, Tawadi Yahweh Shem Yahshua Barakatah. Judah don't have perks.
Yeah, Judah, here's a perk: a running water, a toilet, hot water, electricity,
the hell
stop signs, street lights, food. You know what I mean?
A toilet.
God damn, y'all.
You have a toilet. You don't get it. You don't understand what a perk is. That's the problem right there. You think you don't have perks because you don't know what the perk is.
Yeah, it's just to you. It's just a common necessity.
Like Darian said, he said Issachar would say that 12 times out of 10.
Okay, Darian. All right, I thought so. I was just making sure. Perks are serving your enemy. We all serve our enemy on all things.
Yes. Well, yes, there's perks, again, in living condition. You live in a first world country. Everyone else lives in a third world country. And Judah has all the curses. Judah doesn't live in great living conditions, but Judah does have better living conditions than the majority of the other tribes. It's that simple. Like Bunshaw said, Judah's emotional. Tiberius Edwards. Shalom. There's nothing wrong with being a Judite. Judites, you're the kings, and God has made sure to look out for y'all. And we're still cursed. Judah's still cursed. Judah still lives in horrible conditions. Judah got 5 pairs of Jordans talking about they ain't got perks.
Right. Yeah, Judah.
Nigga, we're trying to get a pair of shoes.
Right.
A pair of shoes.
Some shacks, man. We'd be having some shacks. Other tribes would be happy with the K-Swiss.
Come on, man. San Antonio, tell me one third world problem the tribe of Judah has.
You live in the first world country, not the first world.
The greatest, the highest standard of living country in the world. You live there.
That's why, Judah, when you say stuff like that, are you actually using your brain when you type, or you just bashing your hands against the keyboard?
Tombs in New Orleans is predominantly Levite City. You know what I'm saying?
You guys go through.
I want to hear that, man. I want to see how Judah got third world problems.
Right. And look, Judah will have the brand new iPhone that come out. Bro, they're still using the Motorola. The first one that came out looked like a damn, you're finna call it an airstrike in Central America.
Now, he brings up a point. Judah, other tribes could come here and be financially over Judah. Why that's not true is that's per capita, not by raw number. San Antonio, you have water. You have running water, though.
You have bad
You have running water, and you have a school.
I was about to say,
You have a school. There's water in these countries that you can't even wash your hands with. And there's not schools. Come on now.
It's like, do you know in Latin America that there's kids who actually risk their life going to school?
You have shoes. Brother, you have shoes. You have school to go to. It doesn't matter how bad it is, you have a school.
Like, it's going to give you free food.
In Haiti, you can't go to school because there's not electricity to go to school. Come on, man. And how Issachar had a nation that's predominantly rural area, and so did every other tribe, right? Judah has welfare. You know, what now?
I'm.
Yeah, your project. Watch this.
I would be remiss to not say this because this is what really is going to make me upset. Do you know that in Haiti, there are little Haitian girls having sex with UN troops for a goddamn chocolate bar because there's no food in Haiti? What the hell are you talking about, man? You have no idea what kind of oppression that is. That's some of the. When I heard that, when you made that video years back, that was some of the most hurtful information I've ever come across in my entire life. Judah, you got access to food. I'm not saying the tribe of Judah don't go through no oppression. We all go through oppression.
The water blackjack. Yeah, go ahead.
But we're talking about little Haitian girls, not girls, little girls giving up their body for a chocolate bar.
Shout out to anybody who drives a Bentley and has an EBT car. I salute that person for being a hustler and finessing the system. I don't care who they are. Shout out to them. I seen a nigga with a Bentley today in the hood, man. I said, damn, man, niggas just finesse the Bentley, man. It's a little easier to get. Yeah, certainly more raw number of Esau is on welfare than Judah. But what she's saying is Judah has welfare. Judah has access to welfare versus other tribes. But other tribes, when they come to America, get welfare, but not in our own countries. What's up? We're deacons in here. Where's Deacon at?
No, I think I Quran thought I was deacon or something.
Oh, okay. It's just not it's not a comparison, man. A sister wanted to debate. I'm not interested in debating a woman. I'm not interested in debating a woman at all. Exactly, D-Walk. Let's talk about it. And then we, what I'm saying? We do that. Yeah, certainly. But there's also you also have American troops that come in and do brutality to people in these other countries we're talking about, and it never gets reported. Oh, the Armenians. Yes, Armenians are very crafty bastards. They're white people. So, they have those advantages. They have those advantages, man. Exactly. It's an American island. It's a 51st state. You know what I'm saying? So, again, though, K. Thomas, this isn't to say Judah's not going through anything. Okay? It's not to say Judah's not going through anything. Judah's certainly going through oppression. Judah's certainly living in... No, I didn't say Judah is the least cursed tribe. We're saying Judah has it the easiest as far as physical oppression goes. Okay? As far as the physical conditions that they live in. As far as mental conditioning, mental oppression, Judah has the worst oppression. But Judah also loves to play victim a lot against the other tribes. I don't have no problem with you playing victim to the white man because the white man has victimized you. But the problem is when you play victim to other tribes. The Armenians are, where the Caucasus Mountains are, is in Armenia, Georgia, and Russia. So they are white people, Armenians. They might have like a little bit of a mixture of something else in there, because they kind of be having tans and stuff, but they're essentially just white people. For real, the Cars for Kids only helps Jewish people. I just seen the Cars for Kids thing. I just heard like an ad about the Cars for Kids. Yeah, Judah is the king. So I'm not saying there's anything wrong with Judah living there. I'm just saying when Judah act like they got it the worst as far as physical conditioning goes, and they're living in America. That's all I'm saying. Yeah. Other than that, I would never say anything or never compare people's oppression. It's only when Judah forces my hand to compare oppression and I begin to compare oppression.
Yeah, we didn't want to go into this.
Yeah, I just wanted to go into it goes both ways. And all the tribes are doing each other wrong. And it all really goes back to us breaking the law and having an evil eye towards our brother and the curses. That's what it all goes back to. Right?
I want to keep going in First Kings, because this is really where the inception of this whole thing starts.
Yeah, Crystal, you're right. The super chat, nobody will see it. But you don't have to do it there. I understand your logic. So if you like to do it that way, that's fine as well. Much thanks and gratitude regardless, whether somebody donate or not. We appreciate it. We here to feed the nation, period. Could it be Judah on a whole double-hearted? I mean, we move as a kind of more like a punk move, or rather march or protest. Yeah, Judah, well that goes back into the old lion, because what happens to an old lion is an old lion loses his teeth. And if a lion doesn't have his teeth, it loses its ability to attack. So that's kind of where Judah's at right now. And that's why we have to give Judah back his teeth, right? I told somebody this the other day. When the white man saw the Haitian man begin to come after the revolution to America, into Louisiana, the white man said the Haitian man is coming to America to teach the Negro a dangerous doctrine. So that's what we as Levites are here to do. We're here to teach you Judites a dangerous doctrine and give you your teeth back. That's our plan. Hey, do you know in my descents of Atlan from Aztecs, the darkest skin is the main god, the main guy, a vision from God. Yeah. Quetzalcoatl is his original depiction was very dark skinned. True. He had skin of burnt bronze, just like the scriptures describe Yahushua. Armenians got a lot to pay for. Why can't we have a diverse nation? And we do have a diverse nation, but people just act so emotional, right? Exactly, Isaiah Jones. It's not even comparable. But as far as the physicality and the mental game that's played, the mental programming, what Judah has to see in school, what Judah has to deal with on the TV, and things like that, that's where it's different. That's where it becomes different. What Judah is going through. So that's something that has to be talked about. But it still works for their benefit, especially when looking for time. What do you mean, Brandy? We should have a diverse. And when we do have a diverse nation, we talk about Malachi 2. Let's talk about Malachi 2 and 11. After it talks about Levi, let's talk about how Malachi 2 talks about Judah. Yes, Kira Cake, and single-parent homes affects Judah more than anybody. And that goes into the psychological aspect there. It affects Judah more than anybody. All the other tribes men do have a propensity to leave the house, but it's on a way less scale than Judah. Way less scale than Judah. The bilingual aspect, because America is a melting pot, so you've always had multiple languages in America. So they're looking for people who have bilingual capabilities. Who's ignoring Malachi 2, Sean? Who's ignoring Malachi 2? I would love to understand who's ignoring Malachi 2.
You're going to tell Levites we ignore Malachi 2? Are you kidding me?
I teach it. The difference between I live Malachi 2 on a daily basis, brother. I live Malachi 2. I live 1 Kings 2 and 32. Real life every day. You see what I'm saying? Yeah, like Yashamarahla. One oppression does not trump another. You could certainly the Judite woman is the most mentally destroyed, for sure. They whitewashing.
This isn't an attack on the tribe of Judah. I don't know why y'all taking
It turned into an attack on the tribe of Judah because the tribe of Judah got to crying like they usually do. It's just that simple. The tribe of Judah got this. Sean Antonio, what are you talking about? Because you're clearly hurt right now. You're clearly hurt. So if you want to have a tribal war, you want to break out into a tribal war, I'd love to. Judah can never win a tribal war against their big brother. I want you to know that now. Well, so you got something?
Yeah,
go ahead.
still that first
Oh,
Kings
yeah,
12.
let's go.
Okay, it says 1 Kings 12:4. Thy father made our yoke grievous. Now therefore make thou the grievous service of thy father, and his heavy yoke which he put upon us lighter, and we will serve thee.
It feels like an attack because Judah's hypersensitive and plays a victim, right? Okay, Sean Antonio, you say that to say what? All that proves is our point, Sean Antonio.
No, thank you.
That we have a physical oppression that is much harder than yours. We are made low and contemptible among all people. Why am I taking up for Issachar? Because you idiots, predicated upon your emotion, say things about Issachar and push a narrative about Issachar that's untrue and unscriptural. That's why. Yeah. If you must know.
Yeah, and
Levi more than a warrior than everybody. That's according to the Bible.
If I may, too, one thing that I can definitely say as to the Sicarii we do is that whole 12 tribe Negro doctrine. We really attack that because that's something that's a huge thing that's going to vex. I know it vexes a lot of Northern Kingdom brothers. How do I know? There's a whole movement in response to it. Called Northern Kingdom only. In response to you Judites mainly starting this BS Negro only doctrine.
Right.
So we're not going to tolerate any of that Negro only madness here. We're not taking up for the tribe. We're going to take up for the tribe of Zebulon. We're going to take up for the tribe.
I'm going to take
every tribe. We're going to take up for the tribe of Judah too.
Exactly. But Judah, being the deepest tribe, being the tribe in America, being the kings, have our bullies. Now, I'm not going to say, I will say Judite women are certainly most mentally destroyed. That I'm not saying that don't mean somebody shouldn't get with a Judite women. Listen, trust me, I love Judite women. You would make a trial war or something. Man, you talking about a statement that was made by George Lopez, who, according to his DNA test, is patrilineally a Negro and not even Mexican. So how about that? Go ahead. You got something?
Yeah, there's still more. It says, and King Rehoboam consulted with the old man that stood before Solomon, his father, while he yet lived.
Right, so this is Solomon's son. Again, after Solomon is oppressing. Yes, and that's the only camp you should not rock with.
That's right.
So you're a smart brother.
That's right, brother.
So Solomon was oppressing the northern kingdom. So here come Rehoboam. Read on.
It says, how do ye advise that I might answer this people?
So how do you think I should deal with the northern kingdom? Read.
It says, okay, in verse 7, and they spake unto him, saying, if thou wilt be a servant unto this people this day, and will serve them.
If you be good to these people, read.
And serve them, and answer them, and speak good words to them, then they will be thy servants forever.
Said, look, if this is where the big crux of the issues between blacks and Latinos started, right here in the Bible.
Yep.
Rehoboam was given a choice. Be cool with these people, and these people, it didn't say these people will be cool with you. It said these people will serve you forever.
Yes.
It said the northern kingdom having even a problem serving Judah forever. But there was another option. Let's see what's behind door number 2. Read.
But he forsook the counsel of the old man.
He said, nah, I don't want them to be cool with me
right.
and not have a problem with me reigning over them as Judah. Go ahead.
Which they had given him, and consulted with the young men, a little ignorant Negroes.
These niggas. Right, go ahead.
Yeah, okay. And consulted with the young men that were grown up with him, and which stood before him. And he said unto them, What counsel give ye that we may answer this people who have spoken to me, saying, make the yoke which thy father did put upon us lighter? And the young men that will listen to this, listen what the tribe of Judah says in response to the northern kingdom, saying, we'll serve, just treat us good, and we'll serve you forever. Verse 10, and the young men that were grown up with him spake unto him, saying, thus shalt thou speak unto this people. This is what you're supposed to say to your brothers of the northern kingdom, to the Hispanic brothers. Thy father made our yoke heavy, but make it thou it lighter unto us. Thus shalt thou say unto them, my little finger shall be thicker than my father's loins.
First off, that the concept of the oppression of the Afro-Mexicans is not a real thing. That's a goddamn myth. That is a myth. The concept of an Afro-Mexican is a modern terminology. I know Mexicans that had afros that never called themselves Afro-Mexican, that went right with the other Mexicans. That lie that there's an oppression of the Afro-Mexican is not true. I want you to show me one Afro-Mexican describing the oppression that they're getting in Mexico. It's a lie. It's narrative pushing. That's the whole point of this whole class, narrative pushing. Judite women's hair is starting to grow because they've learned to stop perming their hair. This is what's happened let me explain what's happened in the hair industry over the last decade. Judite women figured out that if they would stop perming, if they do the big chop, stop perming their hair, wear what they call protective hairstyles, which is wigs and weaves, over the course of time, then cycling in and out of their natural hair, not perming it, braiding it, keeping it down in a protective hairstyle or a wig or a weave, and cycling between that and their natural or getting braids, etc., they found out that their hair would begin to grow. That's what they found out. Right?
But this Rehoboam said, my little finger will be thicker than my father's loins, in response to that.
You know, what is a Mexican? That's fake.
She's gone.
No, don't. Okay, this is just a silly woman. All right, who is led by emotions. There's no such thing as a Mexican. If they were white, you know where they wouldn't be? In the hood with you, in the jail with you. Y'all people is retarded. You clearly didn't watch Viva YASHARAHLA. They didn't just start acknowledging them. You don't understand how demographics work in Mexico. Mexico and the Mexican government has refused to separate and segment Mexican people groups. If you were a Chinese in Mexico, you weren't allowed to consider yourself anything but Mexican. If you were black in Mexico, you were a Mexican. If you were Mexican in Mexico, white in Mexico, Polynesian in Mexico. But because they asked for the Afro-Mexican demographic to be recognized, it was given to them. It wasn't that they weren't just recognized. They just asked to be recognized. So they were granted that. But as long as Mexico has existed, they have always refused to segment their society into different demographics. And they also have rejected the ideology that mestizo identifies them accurately. Because there were 16 different classifications that the Spaniard put over Mexicans. Mestizo and the like was the minority of all of the 16. So they reject that ideology that they're half Spaniard, half indigenous. And we've already brought the archaeological facts to prove that there were light-skinned indigenous pre-Columbian Mexicans in Mexico. Exactly. The Spaniards are not living with the Mexican, bro. They're living separate. The same way the white man don't live with the Negro, the white man lives separate. Right? Yes, Argentina is a predominantly white country, and so is Uruguay. Argentina is 95% white. But we know that because we understand that these are white people. That ain't hard. Exactly. Mexico helped Judah escape in slavery. They helped Reuben escape in slavery. And they've aided Levi today. Right? Go ahead. We got more precepts. Let's bring them out.
Okay, God. This is, let me just get this, because this is, this is the one. This is Isaiah 11:13. The envy also of Ephraim shall depart, and the adversaries of Judah shall be cut off.
That's right. Go ahead.
Ephraim shall not envy Judah.
Read on.
And Judah shall not vex Ephraim.
It's that simple. That's what's going to happen. there is Peru and Argentina got our people for sure, but Argentina is predominantly, like vastly predominantly Edomite. It's 95% white, German, Italian, and Spanish. And then you have 5% indigenous, and then you also have Che Guevara being the Edomite. I don't know about that. I'd have to look into that. They say that Castro was an Edomite too, but Castro was kind of both indigenous Cubans and Haitians alike. So I have a hard time accepting that ideology. Other than Francisco Villa, we had no showers and concrete and dirt living rooms in Mexico. You see what I'm saying? So, in understanding these things, this is where that divide started. Give me, I need you to give me war. Just type in war and then type in Judah.
Like us going to war with Israel.
Israel, going to war with Israel. Okay, go ahead.
Man, look at that. I gotta go back. Okay.
What method? Precept upon precept, line upon line. Here a little, there a little. I will watch the videos. I will watch and I hate Esau as well, as we all should. You should watch the videos to kind of get a nice, good understanding of how the hermeneutic works in the spirit. Right? So, go ahead.
It's like I want to. Man, I just had it.
No, there's no one righteousness with you for hating Esau by any means. Go ahead.
Okay, I want to first read this too. This is 1 Kings 12:14. It says, "And spake to them," this is Rehoboam again, "and spake to them after the counsel of the young man, saying, My father made your yoke heavy, and I will add to your yoke. My father also chastised you with whips."
He said, listen, my father oppressed the northern kingdom. I'm going to oppress the northern kingdom even worse. My father whipped. You got to understand, Solomon enslaved the Latino man. He did. Go ahead.
I chastised you with whips, but I will chastise you with scorpions.
So basically, Rehoboam said, I'm going to chastise with scorpion means they're going to take these scorpions and tie them on whips and whip the northern kingdom with whips that are tied to scorpions. So imagine being whipped, but on that whip is the scorpion stinger hitting you every time. That's the type of hatred that Judah showed to the northern kingdom. And that's how all of this started, right there. Started right there. And we've been on a cycle of hatred amongst brothers ever since. Right? So go ahead.
I'm trying to find, I know where it's at, where Jeroboam.
So like, what was I looking at? I was about to see something. Hold on.
Went on as time, yeah.
So do you ever sit back and just think like this is something that we created or something that was going to happen due to the swelling of the Mexican population?
It's something that we created.
He's an original East Coast Crip. And he's saying that conflict was something, he's owning up to the fact that Judah created that conflict. He's owning up to it.
We didn't own them houses.
Bro, you start to understand, like, I can hear people shopping at Zoe. That plays a major role in the sets, too. Because if you think about it, as one Crip gang, like, you from Sicarii, one of the, I'm glad I was around when he was around. That's history, man.
Yeah, houses out in the valley.
Yeah, that's what I was radio. But every time I saw an interview and difference, man. I remember that was in '84 when I got out of YA. I broke the window on accident, and I used this board to put on the window. But when you walk by the house, it says Six Dudes, neighborhood, East.
I hear a lot of opinions on the Rolling 60.
Back in the day, you could tell a Cholo, a Blood, and a Crip. One of my homeboys and one of them, the kitchen, and that was just spot. It's on Avalon.
Drinking?
No, I ain't.
Where's the one I'm looking for? Might be part 2. It's a key part I want to show y'all real quick. Okay.
I got this too.
Some kind of liquid, and it's wet, and That's what wet 40 is. You know, you get your hat brought to you. And so, you know, and a lot of motherfuckers that was, you know, even you can be the hardest motherfucker. One badge during that time. Dominated the county for a while. AIDS, any gang. And if there was any issue with a Mexican and a black Joe, take it to the back, and that was that. And
Head up fast.
head up fast. Yeah, no, none of that rack packing. But as time went on, when they.
There's a key point. I'm gonna try to find it. Go ahead. You got a precept reading.
God, this is 1 Kings chapter 15, verse 31 to 32. Now the rest of the acts of Nadab and all that he did, are they not written in the books of the chronicles of the king of Israel? And there was war between Asa and Baasha, king of Israel, all their days.
See that this Sicarii and this Judite was at war all their day. For their whole life, they was just at war. And you people,
Right.
I said it. You people. Yeah, it's this part. It's this part. Hold on.
Yeah, because the older, like the veteranos, they would be up there, a couple of them, or a few of them. You know, on the east side, ain't nothing over there. You know, and all I wanted was some cigarettes. I grabbed a carton of cigarettes and a bottle of Hennessy. And when I walked out, in Wayside, as a matter of fact, the blacks and the Mexicans was together for maybe 2 days, beating up the white dudes. And you would have, these dudes were so afraid of their lives. You know, if you ever been to...
They're talking about when the Rodney King riots happened, it was a huge black and Hispanic was rioting against the white man, killing the white man in the jails.
South. You know, they got the barbed wire gates. And the white dudes was able to climb that. That's how much adrenaline was flowing. They was hanging on the gate because you could...
The white man would rather face a barbed wire gate than see that, but that's showing you when the black and Hispanic man came together, the white man would rather face getting mangled by barbed wire than these niggas and spicks that came together. And we gotta see the power in that, man, through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shem Yahushua. Go ahead.
Zechariah 9:13. When I've bent Judah for me, filled the bow with Ephraim.
See, Judah, you over here playing the blame game with Issachar. You need to be riling their ass up. Because you going, not just you, the Southern Kingdom in general, but it all starts with you, Judah, the head. We get ready to propel them into action.
That's right.
All right, read.
It says, fill the bow with Ephraim and raise up thy sons, O Zion.
Read on.
Against thy sons, O Greece.
Against thy sons, O Greece. You're going to rise us up against the white man. Read on.
And made thee as the sword of a mighty man.
Of a mighty man. You see that?
Everything that wasn't black or Mexican was getting it.
So that meant all the heathen.
Yeah.
They said not just the white boy, all the heathen was getting it.
Yeah. Well,
you see how powerful that is?
See, the nation of Israel, we need to be EBK towards the other
That's
nations.
right, EBK. I'm EBK,
everybody
ABK toward all the other nations. Bring that out, officer. I almost called you soldier. Well, you are a mighty soldier.
So they was trying to go over the barbed wire?
Man, because you can't climb there, but they was up there. It was a couple of white dudes up on top of that gate. And if you ever been to South, you know, that's all dorm living, so it's all...
Hold on, let me see. Wayside.
Yeah, that's what this is about, family, is we need to come together.
I want to see if we can get a look at this. I want to see. See, this is from the north side. See, it's the other. So, okay. So, is this Wayside? Yeah. Okay. Valencia. So, do you see these barbed wire gates, y'all?
Yeah.
Let me see these. You see them barbed wire gates? I'm gonna try to zoom in for y'all. Y'all see that? Y'all see that? Y'all see that barbed wire gate? Oh, we got a flyover. Look at that. Nice flyover. White boy hit the gate. You ain't never seen a white boy hit the gate like that.
We got a brother that says that he was there in 1992.
Wow, all praise Yahweh.
He said that nobody could handle. All praise to the Most High. This brother just said nobody could handle Judah and Issachar together, so they had to bring out the military.
It's unhandleable. That's why we have to understand that. This is why we have to understand it's so important what we're doing on the street corners through the spirit and power of Yahweh Hashem Yahushua. What we're doing is something that can't be handled. Meanwhile, niggas is fighting over tribe and this and that and fighting within the tribe. There's something that can't be handled. That's black and Hispanic unity. It's an impossible thing to handle. Impossible. And you ask, why are you capable for the Mexicans? Because something revolutionary is going to happen. It's going to be impossible to deal with. It's the greatest fear of the white man in all the nation. Give me that Ephraim conquering the ends of the earth with the unicorn. Give me the unicorn in the Bible. Right?
When the doors is open, so
Too bad tension going on.
that's when it was really.
Going on module.
That's all you grew.
Yeah, man, talk about the robberies in 9500 back in.
Actually relax. And a lot of people, the theme of your box will make us. Mexican dudes will make the money bags, and the money bag is it looked like they don't know 21 all the time. Spades, and it's pink around. It was pink around. It ran everywhere. You could see a crib everywhere, even in the module. Right there, and you come back, that shit gone. Somebody done stole it. That's a little. You get a visit, and around all kind of stuff. So they wet it to see. It goes through some kind of liquid.
Damn,
wet, and that's what a full wet 40 is. Your visitor come and drop it on your books, and you get it.
Where's my part at? Salaki, I'm going to try to find it. Go ahead and read that scripture.
This is Deuteronomy 33:17. His glory is like the firstling of his bullock, and his horns are like the horns of unicorns. With them he shall push the people together to the ends of the earth.
That's right. To what?
The ends of
it say we're going to get with Ephraim, the northern kingdom, and we're going to push the people to the end. We're going to conquer the earth.
Yeah. Well, we pushed, when we were together, we pushed Esau off a cliff. Okay? And that's getting ready to come back on a much higher level.
Yeah, that's right. We're going to push more than 10,000. I'm going to tell you that nigga Hawashai, he going to kill so many devils, man. He going to David. And who was the other king that pushed him off the cliff too?
Another Asa. Was it Asa that pushed him off the cliff?
I think I want to start with maybe Ahaziah.
It might have been.
That's right. The unicorn is a rhinoceros. That's right, sister. Powerful teaching your daughters this truth through the spirit and power of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. Jay Black, like you said, man, we're in a difficult part because you got to pay bills and we got to live. A lot of brothers are transitioning into entrepreneurial ventures. And that's beautiful, but everybody's not going to have the ability to do that. Some people function better doing a 9-to-5 thing, man. Everybody just got to find a niche and a lane and stay in it and build this kingdom through the spirit and power of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. Period. Yeah, right? Go ahead.
You're right. It was Amaziah.
Chronicles
25:11. And Amaziah strengthened himself and led forth his people and went to the valley of Salt and smote of the children of Seir 10,000.
Hallelujah. There you go.
And other 10,000 left alive did the children of Judah carry away captive.
Call on Mimi Doll. If your granny is Choctaw and your daddy from Cuba, you're not Ados. You're not an Ados, sister. So take that out of your name, please. If your pops is Cuban, is he an indigenous Cuban or is he Afro-Cuban? And if he's Afro-Cuban, what's his last name? So I can give you a more specific answer. Because there is a great deal of Levites in Cuba. But not all Afro-Cubans are Levites. Okay? Shout out 61st Cottage Grove. Okay. We coming to this Chirac, man. All praise Yahweh Hashem Yahushua. We coming to this Chirac, man. You know what it is, man. Catch us Unity Camp, man, in the hundreds, nigga. In them hundreds, boy. In them wild hundreds, man. We coming. Salakia, go ahead.
I'm going to read 2 Chronicles 25:12 in the NLT. It says, they captured other 10,000 Edomites and took them to the top of a cliff and threw them off.
Oh, yeah, man. That's beautiful. I need some hug emojis, man. The new moon was Sunday night. I need some hug emojis from all the tribes. We done fought earlier. All the tribes in here warned. All the Caribbean and Central and South American tribes. We were going against Judah. Let me get some hug emojis, man. I saw LAPD run, LA County Sheriff's run in groups with fear I'd never seen. Well, give me that in Leviticus 26.
Chase 1,000?
Yes. I need some hug. Give me them hug emojis in it. Come on, man. I can't get no hug. Where's the hug emoji? Is there? I'm not making that up. Is there a hug emoji?
I don't think so. I was wondering what you were talking about.
Am I bugging out?
Well, they should make one just because of what we're talking about.
That's right.
Leviticus 26 and 8.
There's not a hug emoji, man. There's got to be some type of hug emoji. Go ahead, Salaki.
It says, and 5 of you shall chase 100, and 100 of you shall put 10,000 to flight, and your enemies shall fall before you by the sword.
See, that's what happens when we come together and love each other, man, through the spirit and power of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. Right? Hold on, there's not no like anything like a hug. Okay, let's just do a handshake then. Let's do, that one. There we go. That's close enough. This one, it's like this. Let me get those for the 12 tribes, baby. For the 12 tribes. Yeah, we know what's going on the Grove, Tazapanya. All right. We shooting to live over here, Tazapanya. Tazapanya got the wrench. You know that means he shoot to live. Okay. Where we at, man?
Joshua now, I think.
We in the book of Joshua. What we looking at in Joshua, Salakia? What I call for?
I read it.
I don't even know where I'm at, man. I'm just so enthralled with the love of the 12 tribes of Israel.
Right.
Love conquers. Ain't that what they say in the world? Love conquers all.
What did Marvin Gaye said? Only love can conquer hate.
We're hated upon, so we gotta love each other.
Yeah, love.
So we can conquer the hate that all the nations got to us. Right?
Yeah, I want to read this so I can.
Sister, when you from the tribe of Manasseh, then you are not an Ados. Okay?
This is John 13:35. By this shall all men know that ye are my disciples, if ye have love one to another.
If we love each other, so we got to love each other, man. We have to love all the 12 tribes together, man. We're going to be having Camp Most High Will in New York City in July. Look for us in July.
I got some.
Okay.
This is
Mimi, dog, where are you from, sister? Go ahead.
John 11:51-52.
Uh-huh.
And this spake he not of himself, but being high priest that year, he prophesied that Yahushua should die for that nation.
Should what?
That Yahushua should die for that nation.
Read on.
And not for that nation only, but that also he should gather together in one.
Read on.
The children of God that were scattered abroad.
So this Levite priest said Yahushua is going to die and it's going to bring the northern kingdom back to us. And that's what we long so much for. ADOS means American descendant of slave. It's a new term that the tribe of Judah is utilizing to separate themselves from other black people. Right? So we have to understand these things. That priest Caiaphas, he wanted that, and he knew if Yahushua didn't die, we would never come back together as a people. But it's getting ready to happen. So all praises to Yahweh Hashem Yahushua. What in the hell was that? Hold on, Salakia. Let's get love for the 12 tribes. Go ahead.
Yeah, don't ask me what I know about Marvin Gaye, okay? I know about Marvin Gaye. I know about Bill Withers. I know about Etta James, okay? I know about all of them. Nat King. What you know about Nat King Cole?
What you know about Nat King Cole's Christmas special that aired on the Chappelle Show? That's what I know about.
Maine and Griffin.
Maine and
They're at John Eyeball, Dallas, Texas.
Yeah, John Eyeball.
I was going to read something powerful, but I don't. Oh, okay. Hosea 1, and 10 through 11. It says,
Yeah, of course, Melina. So we always gonna get with HOI. We always gonna get with HOI.
Con.
Go ahead, Art.
It says, yet the number of the children of Israel shall be as the sand of the sea, which cannot be measured nor numbered. And it shall come to pass that in the place where it was said unto them, ye are not my people, there shall be said unto them, ye are the sons of the living God. Then shall the children of Judah and the children of Israel be gathered together, and appoint themselves one head.
Oh, who is that one head? Yahweh Shai, who you call Jesus Christ, a black man. Read on.
Con. It says, and they shall come up out of the lands, for great shall be the day of Jezreel.
Great shall be the day of Jezreel, which is Yazariah. Arei is Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai Barakatah Watawata. Jezreel, which is Yazariah in the Hebrew, which means that is planted, the planting of Yahweh. All right, my maternal grandpa is from Cuba. His last name is Yarbrough. Let me take a look. Yarbrough, that sound English, like a let me look it up though. That certainly don't sound French. Let me take a look here. From Cuba, Viva Cuba. Where we at? Yarbrough surname. Yeah, that sounds super English. Let me take a look though. Surname. Yeah, it's English. It's English. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that is probably a could be a Benjamite, because there were Benjamites that went there as well. It could be a Benjamite. Who was that? Well, let me see.
I'm just done.
Who?
Never mind.
Okay. Yeah, that sounds like a Benjamite, to be honest with you though. True, Micaiah, very true.
Yeah, Nina Simone, powerful.
Thumbs on the sign.
I got some.
Simeon and Levi. That's right, Simeon and Levi. Trust me, Simeon and Levi, we are brethren. Listen, there's no two tribes that are closer and also further. Right. Closer and also further. Go ahead.
We're real close together on the left-hand side, but on the right-hand side, we're not real close a lot of times. But I want to say this, too. For any of you idiots, I'm just going to say it. For any of you idiots that always want to talk about the division between the North and the South, don't you realize that the 12 patriarchs sold their own brother into slavery?
Yeah, the head of the Northern Kingdom.
Sold him. You sold Joe.
True, Kappa G.
Well, at that time, one of the 12 patriarchs, but yeah,
11, except Benjamin.
Yeah.
That's why Benjamin is protected right now, man.
You sold Joe. Okay? You sold him. But let me
Where is that? That's in Mexico. Yasharahla Yashakar. That's in Mexico. What tribe is the tribe of Joseph, son of Jacob? Joseph is Ephraim and Manasseh. The indigenous peoples of Puerto Rico, Cuba, okay, and the remnant that came with us in the South is now today known as Yoruba in West Africa. Yeah, Valise, you have some names, Spanish and Portuguese, that are interchangeable. You also have like a name like Pujos, like Albert Pujos. That's really a French name that was borrowed into Spanish because Albert Pujos' grandfather came from Haiti. They're going to be out there. Don't call me, please.
I didn't find the scripture I was looking for, but I just found such a monster preset that I'm putting in the little bag.
In that trick bag. What happened to Dan? Dan has been diminished. Okay, Dan. They went through a process of being diminished all the way in the time of Judges. So very early into the history of Israel, we see Dan getting diminished and Manasseh taking their place. Right? We see Manasseh taking their place. So in understanding that Manasseh didn't just have daughters, that's not true. Who is Gilead? All roads point to Mary being a Levite, but it's not emphatically there. but it's the safest thing to just Geron. Literally just Google the giant eyeball. It'll take you there. My entire name sounds Mexican. What's your, well, if your pops is Cuban, it's probably a Spanish name, so it doesn't sound Mexican, it sounds Spanish. Well, there's this question about the sumos. In chart that says Argentina and one says Samoa. Because GOCC is out of their minds.
That's right.
And they're including heathens on the chart to get more money.
Con.
I heard Zion Lex say Egypt don't mean bondage. Egypt ultimately means between a rock and a hard place, a tight space. That's really what it means. Cornelo Alvarez is emphatically Israelite. See, a lot of y'all are color struck.
Yeah.
Y'all see he got red hair and say he's not an Israelite, but if you look at his pops is on the darker side, have brown hair. Yeah. So he has a recessive gene that became evident in him the same way Blake Griffin has the same type of thing going on. But people want to get color struck. Canelo Alvarez, first off, have you seen the nigga box? Floyd Mayweather got in that ring with Canelo Alvarez, says, this is the next nigga after me.
That's right.
Ain't nobody going to be able to mess with him. And since then, nobody has been able to mess with him.
Yeah, he just beat a Triple G.
See?
You
See that? See that, Zion? That's what they be doing, though. See me, I'm going to say, I'm going to get my kids crazy, and I'm going to get my kids names, you know. I don't know about the game being Issachar. I don't know about that. I had to look into that. See. Nah, Dan ain't no damn gypsy, man. Dan ain't no damn gypsy. Don't let nobody tell you that. Dan came over here with the other tribe. Remember, it's saying in 2nd Ezra 13, these are the 10 tribes. So who that include? That include them. These are the 10 tribes. So they had to come over here. So whatever happened to him here. You feel me? So, yeah, they're the diminished peoples of, like Jamaica, Bahamas, the indigenous people, that they're so small that they aren't a part of the 144,000. Okay, but some of them will be a part of the innumerable multitude because we know that there's no end of the people, according to the Bible. Right? So, read on. What you got?
Me and Joshua.
What we got? What I had you getting, Joshua? Shout out to our San Francisco camp for being an all Northern Kingdom camp.
Yeah.
Jake means all the 12 tribes, for the record. Gypsy. Yeah, that ancient one. Well, they believe gypsies are Judites, which is madness. Stro Boogie, I don't know. I talked to him a few months ago, actually. Josh Killer Kalashnikov. He knows about the game. Jason Doja. He knows about Doja's history. Look it up. They are fast, bro. They run like. Where they from again? Yashakar, where they from? Oh, he's Issachar or Gad? Okay.
Hold on, my bad. Am I breathing hella hard over here?
I seen the sister say something about you slowing your breathing down. He ain't breathing hard, though. That's probably me breathing hard, if anybody breathing hard.
Okay.
Viva Yasharahla. Call all Yahweh Shem Yahweh. I've been waiting on the tribe of Reuben, let me tell you. I've been waiting. That's why he strikes me as a Latin lover. That makes sense. You went to Sinaloa a few times? Hey, man, you got to have cojones to go to Sinaloa. I'll tell you that. Yeah, Sicarii, San Francisco, all Northern Kingdom camp. Call all Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai. Simeon, Zebulon, Issachar. Here there's a Reubenite prospecting. That's beautiful, man. That's beautiful. Like Jonathan, he said, not for long. Where's Judah? Judah, you got to come spoil that. We got the IE camp. That's predominantly Northern Kingdom. Shout out. Oh, okay. Warriors in Chihuahua. Let me tell you something. The first time I met a brother from Chihuahua, man, all praise to the Most High, I understood why they start calling them little ass dogs Chihuahua when I met this brother. That nigga was smaller. That nigga about 5'1". Grown ass Mexican man. Tattoos on his face. Yeah. He said, listen, but I'm from Chihuahua. I said, oh. Yeah, Simon. You're from Chihuahua. Carnal. Most High will, Ernie. All praise Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai. See, when I took vengeance for you, that's right. We sure did take vengeance for sis. We sure did, man. We sure did, man. You know, well, we got our problems on that. We got a fair share of problems. But I love Simeon, man. But see, with Simeon, it's usually a love and hate relationship with Levi and with Simeon. Get a Shalom, Sheila Turpin. Shalom, sister. It's usually a love or hate thing. Like either a Haitian and Dominican love each other or they hate each other. Right? Yeah, Quinn Hogan. Our prophet's an Israelite. Love his content, man. Love his content for real, man. He do a lot of really good stuff, man. And if you notice in his documentaries, he has an overall theme for showing how marginalized blacks and Hispanics are. That lets you know that he's an Israelite, because he always goes out of his way to display how white people have disproportionately targeted us within the legal system. There you go, Sean. Man, grown-ass Mexican knocked 5-1. 5-1 out that Chihuahua. Oh, he hit Wu size. You can hear the frustration. I'm telling you, man. Y'all niggas know I'm telling the truth about Chihuahua. Chihuahua, they short. If you deal with Acapulco or Oaxaca, you know niggas gonna be dark skinned, right? Things in that nature. Yeah, I heard a brown side. Of course, I heard a brown side. What you talking about, Tiberius? You mean Nas, like the rapper Nas? He knows about the Israelites.
Everybody from New York.
Yeah, he used to be in class. He used to go to class at One West for a time.
So the Wu-Tang.
Oh yeah, Shaquad. IE got one Judite, one Benjamite, all rest North Side. I like that. What do you say? Easy was starting unity. Yeah, that's true. He was messing with the 18s hard. Action Bronson is the devil that the Bible speaks of. Tazadok. I'm pushing Tazadok's officer recommendation back at least 3 months for that. The big O, man, Oaxaca. That big O, baby. I ain't seen that yet, Flaming Fire Israel. But I was talking, I'm going to watch it because Captain Tazamal called me earlier about watching it. Exactly, Banshaw Ayash. And I actually met one of the brothers. Sarnetta actually introduced me to one of the Central Park Five, the one that stayed in Harlem. And it was a beautiful experience. So I'm gonna watch the documentary or the docu-series, and then I'm gonna do a podcast on it after with Captain Tazama. So y'all look out for that. See, yeah, you from Juarez. You ain't from no Chihuahua at 5'11". That's too tall for a nigga from Chihuahua. Right, but let me tell you, them Sicarii that's coming out from Acapulco, they be tall too though. Down there in Acapulco on the coast, right? And they tall and darker skin there. Veracruz as well. Yeah. Hold on. The Oaxaquinos. They're short, usually short and dark skin. Well, come to the SD camp, man. Come to the SD camp. Why wasn't Adam cursed and said God cursed the ground for Adam's sake? Adam was cursed. That he had to earn his bread by the sweat of his brow. Mm-hmm. Well, yeah, there's a lot of dudes in New York like that. They have a patchwork of ideologies. So they talk about both because they look at it like it was all black. So they're just repping anything that's black. I remember a time when brothers and Chicanos got along. Yeah. It's like that in some areas, but just not everywhere. My dad's from Chihuahua, both 6 feet though. For real? Nigga 6 feet from Chihuahua? Okay, all right, brother. I may have been mistaken, but I'm telling you, right, and I ain't tripping. That nigga was 5'1", man. 5'1". Grown man, though. What's up? I just ran into an Israelite brother I ain't seen in 12 years. He went to jail, came out with Yahweh tat on his leg in a certain year. See that? They have a form of godliness. Not according, they have a zeal for God, not according to knowledge.
Right.
But that brother's teachable.
Right.
He's teachable. Let's teach him. I'm from Chihuahua. Your mom's 5'9" from Chihuahua? Lord, man. Lord. Okay, I might have been wrong about Chihuahua, but it was a little ass nigga from Chihuahua I met, man. Hermano was Chaquito. Poquito. All right, hey, real brother though, real brother. I'm telling you, real brother out there, tribe of Issachar, man. I met him when I was in GMS Seattle. You know, yeah, like a stocky pit bull ass, like Officer Yash.
Right.
Stocky pit bull ass dude, man.
Right.
Right? I tell you, listen, I remember we did a video with Yash, me, Yash, and Gabar, and I said, see, Haitians come in all sizes, colors, shades. Look at this short motherfucker. Yash.
Right.
Okay?
Huh.
Michoacan. Yeah. Michoacan, yeah. See, most that I see or that I've experienced, most Issacharites in the States are from Michoacan, from what I've seen. I could be wrong, but I see, like, the majority of people I see is from Michoacan. Damn. You know, I swear, before I knew I was an Israelite, I was going to test. Yeah, a lot of people are going to do that. Just think, oh, this is God, I'm going to get God name tag, not even realizing, like, that's off, you know. So thank the Most High we get delivered. I thank the Most High He delivered me before I got any tattoos, because I was about to go nuts. You know, from Dawit, they say that it's the food. For real, that makes sense, though. It's food from U.S. is poison. See, look, Ernie 5'7" tall in his family. You know what I'm saying? Okay, Durango. Okay. Shout out to Durango, too. People don't know about them states down there. Michigan, Mexico. What you want in Genesis 10, K. Thomas? I didn't even know. The San Diego camp is at Horton Plaza Park. Just Google Horton Plaza Park. I believe it's 900 4th Street. It's every Saturday afternoon. I didn't even know it was gonna go down like this. It's all in the spirit. Nazar the same height? Yeah. Nazar ass little. I'm thinking about that picture I took with him. You know, that's my brother though. You know what I'm saying? I'm the big Nazarite. You know what I'm saying? You know? But why does the Bible say Gentiles come from Japheth? That word is just nation. So the translator calls it Japheth right there. Calls it Gentile. Gentile is just mean nation. Yeah. Right? Shout out Guadalajara. Go ahead.
I got the if anybody.
Yeah, a lot of American Israelites from Guadalajara too. Go ahead.
I have the Supreme Excalibur Monster Dagger for anybody that tries to say only Japheth is the Gentiles.
Yeah, get that. And first, and no, Hawaiians are not Israelites. Go ahead.
Yeah, they're filthy. It's a lot. This First Ezra 8:69 in response to the brother about Genesis 10 chapter. First Ezra chapter 8 verse 69. The nation of Israel, the princes, the priests and Levites, have not put away from them the strange people of the land, nor the pollutions of the Gentiles, to wit, of the Canaanites.
Of the who?
Canaanites.
So it is identified Canaanites as Gentiles. Go ahead.
Hittites, Perizzites, Jebusites, Moabites, Egyptians, and Edomites.
So all non-Israelites. Am I tall? Yeah, I'm talking. My family is tall. What you got to understand is when you deal with the tribe of Levi, the so-called Haitian, you have two. There's two breeds of Haitians: short Haitians and tall Haitians. There's also two breeds of Haitians: large cranium Haitians and regular cranium Haitians.
Which one am I?
The predominant Haitian has a large cranium. It's about 50-50 with tall and short. All right, my family, by the grace of God, are the tall Haitians, the stout Haitians.
Yeah, me too.
Hassad is also stout.
I don't know about my cranium. Do I have a big head?
You got a regular size head.
Okay.
No, let me see. Yeah, you got a regular size head. All right. Probably was waking up. Yeah, Con, you ain't lying. Richard. You know I'm all right. I wish I was a little bit taller.
I wish I was
y'all know the rest. Yes, Japheth enslaved us. Give me
the Medes.
Give me Give me Ezekiel 27 or Ezekiel 28. I'm gonna show y'all what Japheth. Well, actually, Salakia, not even there because that's dealing with Esau. Salakia. Japheth enslaved us during the time. If you want to research the history, Sean Antonio, of the Helotes. Oh yeah. Go. You can read that. Matter of fact, Daniel 9:1.
In the first year of Darius, the son of Ahasuerus, of the seed of the Medes, which was made king over the realm of the Chaldeans.
That's right. So the Medes were reigning over us, which are Japhites. I believe Ruth is a Moabite. We believe Ruth is a Moabite also. But yeah, research the Helots. Helots. They were the slaves to the Spartans. So you have to understand the 300 Spartans were not Israelites. They were slave masters over the Israelites. We were enslaved to the Spartans. So there's a history, there's the Bible. Yeah, that's right. That's right, Aiden the Die. That's damn right. Okay, he's out of context. Where you at, Kappa? Where you at? The Quad Cities. What's that, Indiana? Yeah, and then Esau conquered Japheth, ran Japheth out, displaced Japheth. Yeah, Sean Antonio, she didn't give up her child because she was a Moabite. She gave up her child because of the Levirate marriage. So because that Naomi did not have seed and she needed seed raised up to her because of her son's and husband's death. So it's because of Levirate marriage, not just simply because she was a Moabite. She was used as like a surrogate mother in that situation. Do you believe Yahweh Shai, Melchizedek, Solomon, Isaac, and Adam? Yes, I do, as well as Eliakim. You know, it's 5 cities and 1 decent sized city. Okay. Y'all should make a chief priest. Nah, I'm all right. Well, I got some gear I can show y'all. I got a little bit of gear. I'm gonna let y'all know about my gear. What? You said what?
Nothing. I'll tell you after class.
Well, let me show y'all something, man. I'm gonna show y'all a little bit of something. I do it. Let me show y'all something. Call all y'all about Shemi Shai, man. Yeah, it's the law is the Levirate marriage, not like simply because she's a Moabite, she had to give her kid. Nah, it's not because she's a Moabite, it's because of the Levirate marriage. Just so you understand. Let me see. Boom. I'll do it if you ask me.
Uh-oh.
Y'all gonna get the first glimpse of this right now. What now? Somebody came in?
No.
Okay, all right. Where we at? Y'all gonna get a glimpse of something. Something real exquisite. Don't you worry. Hebrews 7:13, Chicago. It's Chicago, nigga. Hold on. Should I play it on these niggas? That's a legend. You started the acronym. Who was the first person to say it acronym spelled out?
Listen, I started FOP.
Hold on. Who?
I started FOP.
That's the acronym, right? But who's the first person to say the whole thing of what FOP is?
FOP?
What it stands for? Who was the first nigga to say that?
I mean, probably me.
No, it was me, and you know it.
Well then, okay.
But you did create it into a acronym.
Yeah, exactly.
But who propagated the acronym? Myself, I did it.
I'm not even.
It's
okay. I just want everyone to know that Deacon didn't start.
Listen, Deacon didn't start, and Deacon called on the FOP late also.
And he stole FOP Lord, but more importantly, I'm You know what? I support the Deacon. Everybody go buy FOP Lord, okay?
As an album.
I want y'all
in a record label.
I'm gonna tell you a story, and y'all listen. You can believe me because I got witnesses. I was talking to Deacon, and people got there's Fapulo or
Fapi Chulo, which is about you. Me fop until the coffin.
Fop until the coffin, right? Mm-hmm. I call myself Fop Lord. Deacon looked at me and said, "Damn, I like that." 2 days later, there's an album called Fop Lord.
Oh man, I took it. She brought back one of she brought back the next in the lineage. I can't say emphatically who she brought back, but somebody from that lineage came. Let me show y'all though. Let me show you a little something. Let me show y'all a little something. Since y'all want to talk about a chief priest shirt. You see that? It's my Gorilla logo. Those may be available soon. Y'all can see here the Gorilla Champion theme hoodie. It's a tricolor hoodie too. Not just one color. It's a tricolor hoodie. Okay. Royal blue, orange, and yellow. That may be available soon. Don't nobody know. Y'all the first to know about this. So all praise Yahweh Shem Yahushua. What is FOP means? The acronym means Fearless and Woke Prophets.
There we go. Yeah.
Fearless and Woke Prophets. Okay. Deacon's calling it. Deacon's calling it. He's pissed. We clowning tonight, man. All praises. But yeah, those may be available for purchase soon. I'll let y'all know. I'm still kind of deliberating whether or not I want to get into the clothing business. I'm not sure. Thawada ties upon you. I'm not sure what I want to do. But I've helped other brothers, and sisters kind of, further their apparel, their Israelite apparel businesses. So I say, why can't I just do my own? Shout out to Danielle in the chat. You've been quiet, Ak. If Ak, you're loud, man. You're loud. Hassad, you're loud. But yeah, what I was gonna say, Devin, what you know about that? In the meantime, Hebrew Israelite Clothing Co. For all your Hebrew Israelite clothing desires, colorways, all of that. Zeets is all available. Hebrew Israelite Clothing Co. on Instagram. The link is in the description of this video. So all praise Yahweh Shem Yahushua. Go do. Yeah, I'm thinking about it. Man. I want to get some. I got some more pieces that I want to preview. I got my Zebulonite soldier working on a couple more pieces. So y'all can get a kind of a glimpse of what I'm really trying to do. And it's gonna be geared at. It's gonna be everyday stuff that even people from the world will probably be into and want. So oh yeah, I got for Issachar, I'm making a No Malinchismo shirt. No Malinchismo. So look out for that. No Malinchismo. My coworker, that's what FOP means. Forever against white people. Faith and works prevail. That works too, Ernie. Faith and works prevail, baby. Faith and works prevail. Blackjack, chill out, man. Chill out. Daniela, is IG all you got? All praises, man. I know I'm going to get rebuked. There's going to be Israelites tell you guys are selling t-shirts. It's an honest business, but I'm still deliberating. We're going to see. I'm trying to come and do it on a certain level, though. Oh, yeah, we're doing summer shirts. Some of the New York shirts. Orders getting ready to go out in regards to that this week. Most High will ties upon you as soon as I get the quote from Daniela on what it's going to be costing. So the officers will get it so they'll know what to inform the soldiers in regards to. Yeah, they're going to come with a fringe option. Yeah, I'm thinking about doing some women stuff, but I don't know. Blessings to you and your family and when you come to NC. Thawada to Carolina Native Woman. I'll let you know if I'm coming to NC. Anywhere I go, people are going to know. Okay, D-Walk. Do you put together a script or just go with the spirit on street teaching? I do both. Now it's more in the spirit, but when I first started, the first 6-7 years of me street teaching, I usually almost always went off a script. Con Ernie. A few minutes behind. Issachar Taco. Yeah, it's cold because I guess Deacon didn't know. He didn't know. He's not watching, so he just happened to call at that moment. That's crazy in the spirit. What is the scripture that speaks about not getting? It's in Timothy. Endless. It's talking about not getting. It's not against getting into genealogies. It's against endless genealogies. Endless. I'm getting an error page available. Also, endless genealogies. What was I thinking about that? Shout out Reggie R. Okay, K. Thomas. I love Detroit, man. Y'all don't understand. I really, really, really love Detroit, man. Like, I love Detroit. I want to go back. I really like Detroit a lot. I like Coney Island and some of the other things that Detroit has to offer. If you want to make a track, hit up Deacon. I don't do music. I do not do music. What was I saying, man? You know, but it's important that we buy from each other. We have laws in the scriptures that teach us how to commercially and economically deal with one another, and we can build off of that. No reason why we can't. Even if it's just a side hustle, you know, a lot of times your 9 to 5 is really inadequate for survival in this satanic place. So you need to pick up side hustles, you know. If you can't send money with the super chat, use the Cash App, which is just $Sicarii. $, come on, Ayash. Ayash was out there in Detroit with me. Let me tell you something about me and my brother from the tribe of Simeon. Simeon and Levi, our brother. We love Detroit, all right? When am I coming to Memphis? Most High will this summer. Atlanta's light years better than Dallas. I love Atlanta. There's probably nowhere else I'd move in Babylon than Atlanta. Only other place I consider moving outside of Atlanta is Miami. But I probably won't be doing that. Unless it's the world most high, who knows? But probably not. Don't sell crack to anybody, Ernie. This dude is crazy. Yeah, keep that Israelite dollar circulating as much as possible. Make sure we're spending it like, you know, Jake, I'll come to Memphis soon, most high. Well, Memphis is up the street now from Atlanta, so it's nothing. But we have to understand, like a lot of us, you know, we get our little tax check. Speaking on women stuff, ticklet is violet, not blue, right? What you mean? I don't know what you're talking about, Crystal. What am I saying? Y'all making me lose my train of thought. Oh, like taxes, for example, right? We know Jake, Bernice Burko shirt with fringes. I don't listen. We love Bernice. I think we all agree she might be the, as far as the worldly women go, to find us on the planet. But I wouldn't get a shirt with her on it, because I don't want to promote, you know, her scantily clad, immodest dress style. Oh, the ribbon of blue. The ribbon of blue is blue. It's royal blue. Yeah, Sean. I've never been accused of that, and I pray I never do. The thing is, when you enter into the realm of business, you never know what somebody's going to accuse you of, or if a transaction is going to go wrong, or if I send out a shirt. You know what I'm saying? So I'm very iffy. You know what I mean? Because you know, you want to be blameless as possible. You know, I've heard of some nightmare experiences that Deacon has went through, and he sent a shipment. The shipment went to the wrong address. It had to come back, and then, you know, the individual is accusing him of stealing. It's like, nah, you just got to wait. It went to the wrong place. It's got to come back to me. I got to resend it to you. Thaklath. That's what you're talking about. Thaklath, right? It actually doesn't mean violet. It deals with a range of colors, thaklath. But how we know it, in fact, is talking about the royal blue is when you go into the dye that the particular shade is made out of. The if you look up the crustacean that it's made out of, it's royal blue. That's how you know. It's royal blue. Yeah, the endless genealogies. Oh, damn it. But no. Oh, yeah. I was talking about a lump sum of money, right? Like, let's say a lot of us, you know, we get our taxes, you know, at tax time. If it be the Lord's will, and, you know, we utilize that tax money oftentimes. You know, we get a little, you know, we have extra money during that time. Like when I got my tax, I try to make sure to spend money with Israelites. You know, boom. Let me buy a garment from this sister, or, you know, let me get this from this brother, or this from this. So make sure this Israelite, you know, I'm circulating amongst Israel. All right. Hey, Sean Antonio, man, yeah, you can say what you wouldn't be saying that in the face. I guarantee you that. Trust me. How could you join your camp and travel with y'all? If you want to join the camp, just email Exodus1715. Somebody put the email. It's Exodus without the E1715 @gmail.com. Somebody link the email for the brother. Do a video on the violet. We've done some, Crystal, but I'll think about doing another one. We got to do some. Matter of fact, you know what? Let me I think I can do it now. Okay, so let me show you. All right, hold on. To edify you. Boom. All right. So here's the word thaklath, or as it says, what tekaleth. It's thaklath in the Paleo Hebrew, where you say violet stuff, violet thread, violet stuff of fabric, blue, covering spectrum from brilliant red through deep purple, right? So as we can see here, the carnelian muscle. This is where the word comes from. Or not the carnelian, the Currulian muscle, right? The color of, right? The color of the Currulian muscle. Let's see what the Currulian muscle looks like. You see that? What color is this? What color is it? See that? That look like a royal blue to me. See that? See that? Huh? See that? See what I'm saying? But it kind of ranges, you know, so it can go into violet, because violet is like a really deep royal blue, borderline purple. But it's really just blue. Just go with blue. All right, because you can see it kind of, there's a little bit of variance here. We see here. You see what I'm saying? So that's what it's dealing with. Where we at? Boom, we at 2 hours. What you mean, Blackjack? Why not go to LA? We go to LA. Last time I was in California, we was in Long Beach. All praise you. How about Shemi Awashai, Kappa? Glad they help you grow, man. You know, glad they help grow with you, man. We all been growing. I've been growing. I'm not sure if there's a specific meaning behind it. I haven't looked into it. There could be, for sure. There could be, for sure. Yeah, I kind of, Salaki, y'all, I kind of just didn't know what format I wanted to kind of do the class as, and we just kind of went in the spirit. That's why I told him, let's go in the spirit. I wanted to hit Joshua, but we probably ain't gonna hit it. I'll probably wrap up here shortly, but probably be back on Joshua next week. There you go, Ernie. Yeah, exactly. Usually you just find that royal blue. That royal blue is the most common ribbon. I think the Most High did us a huge favor. I might go to St. Louis. I might go to St. Louis. She's talking about Jack that shoot up. Jake that shut up Virginia Beach. I don't know too much about that. Ephraim Design Shirts will be lit. Yeah, shout out Ephraim. Ephraim needs some stuff. We all got stuff we can have. Each one of our tribes, we have heroes, we have history. You know. Have y'all ever been attacked on the streets because of them? Of course, yeah. Multiple times. But the Most High always been with us. So all praises Yahweh Shem Yahushua for that. No, it was only 8 humans on the ark. Only 8 humans on the ark. Hey, Ak, is your line still the same that you dropped a while back? I'm not sure what line I dropped a while back. But it should be. I'm a guy, like, bro. Okay. That's right, K. Thomas. Yeah, but with that, I'm getting ready to wrap up. But hey, Thawada, everybody. Hope y'all were edified. You know, 12 tribes that live each other. All praises to Yahweh Shem Yahushai. Thawada for all the likes, subs, shares, and super chats. And see y'all next time. Shalom.